What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Now, I ran across this article and I was a little surprised at this article here. And I'm not surprised that, well, actually, I'm not surprised that these articles come out on Colorado. For some reason, the mainstream media that covers sports, they have a hard on for this Colorado program. Now, this Colorado program is a rebuilding program, right? It's a rebuilding program. The article is hilarious, right? Rosecrans, I know yeah, I'm not the only one, right? So what I'm going to do is, for anybody that played football, I'm going to explain some things that this article is reaching. For anybody that played football, organized football from high school, I'm talking about from high school on up. You know, the shenanigans in the locker room is a part of the culture. You know, we have we used to have Hell Week before our season started. Because when I was a freshman, I played varsity. And we had a freshman team, we had a JV team, and we had a varsity team. Now, what happened was, I was really on the freshman team. This is my freshman year, right? Straight out of 8th grade. I was on the freshman team and the JV team, but I got called up to the regular team, because we had a lot of injuries. So they needed to add depth, because we were a small school. Right? We were a small school, so we had to add depth in certain areas. So they called some freshmen up. So I was one of them that they called up. It was about 10 of us. We had a lot of unforeseen circumstances that happened my freshman year. Players got hurt during training camp. We had one of our star linebackers getting a car accident. Some domestic issues. It was a lot of issues that year. And they said, listen, we need to fill this roster up. So we need to call some of you guys up. So I thought it was a privilege, to come up to the varsity team. And with that being said, we had a tradition. We carry, during games, we carry the upperclassmen luggage. I mean, not their luggage, their personal belongings on the bus. We'll carry that. We'll be assigned to an upperclassman. And it was like hazing. We would, carry their luggage, stuff like that. And then I think it was after the 6th game of the season, that was over. We're now considered not freshmen anymore. And, there was a lot of locker room shenanigans that went on as well. We used to give each other wedgies, they give the freshmen wedgies, all that stuff, But one thing I could say is, it's like they're testing you. Like, if you're not going to stand on it like a rock in the locker room, you're not going to stand on it during the game. They want to know if you battle tested or not. So the upperclassmen, they would do certain things, to test you. Even the coaches. They're like, man, we want to see in the game if you're going to stand on it or not. So that's that's our hazing. And our hazing back in the day was far more brutal than it was now. The stuff that they mention in this article is laughable. They even mentioned Caleb Mathis, man. Like Caleb Math, I'm like, damn, he really give it up like that? Like, I just thought it was funny, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you guys, I had told you guys this before. As the season is getting closer to that North Dakota State game, these articles are going to come out in abundance. I told you guys this. I told you guys, what's up, Slap? What's up, Rosecrans? What's up, Mike? What's up, Ken? I told you guys these articles are going to come out, whether they laughable, really. But I'm only going to read a little bit of it. I know some of you already read the article. And it comes from Athlon Sports. I'm like, damn, even they getting in on it? We already know how ESPN give it up. I'm not ESPN. What was the other one? I can't think of it right now. Not ESPN. But they really are zeroed in on this team, man. I'm just telling you guys, they're zeroed in on this team. And I'm going to say this. These guys on the team, they have to walk the straight and narrow. If they do anything out of line, the major news publications are ready to report it, whether it's small or not. Well, hold on a second, Cleveland, bro. You said McClain is a baby playing them. We don't know if the story is true, though. It ain't come out of Cormani's mouth. This is coming out of what they call players. That's not on the team anymore. They didn't give any names. So we can't say that this story is true, right? Because it didn't come out of Cormani's mouth. Let me tell you what Cormani did recently. This is what a lot of people don't know. He did something recently. He contacted a vlogger. And he was like, listen, man, this stuff that y'all reporting is not true, man. So I want to know who told you this so I can address it. And then you know what the vlogger said? Oh, my bad, man. Ain't nobody in particular. I just kind of heard. He said, okay, you heard. And that was it. None of this stuff is coming out of his mouth. We don't know if he had a medical clearance or why he wasn't playing in Florida yet. It could have been a medical situation where, you know how when players join the team, they got to go through a medical clearance. And if they're not cleared, they're not playing. We don't know if that was the case. But what they're doing is with him, they're making up all these stories. So this story between him and Shilo, first of all, I have not heard Shilo talk about it. I have not heard Cormani talk about it. I have not heard any of the players talking about it. So how do we know it's true? Because what they're doing is they're saying that players, they said that former players are coming out and saying it. So let me just say this real quick. If there's any former players, hit me up for an interview. Hit me up for an interview. I want to hear your side of it. But see, here's my thing. I want to hear multiple sides of it. I can't just hear your side. I got to hear multiple sides of it. Because you remember, the truth is your story, my story, and the truth. There's always multiple sides to the story. But what they're doing is they're saying that they're not giving the players names because they're saying the players are fearing some type of retribution from Colorado. Now, my question is, if you're not with the team anymore, it doesn't make any sense. So if you're not with the team anymore, how would you fear retribution if you're not with the team anymore? Like, what are they talking about right here? Like, they're fearing that retaliation. Now, if you're fearing retaliation, you're not with the team anymore. I could see if you're with the team, yeah, you might not want to say anything. But if you're not with the team anymore, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. It might make you look bad. It might make you look like a snitch or something like that. So I get it. But you might as well don't say anything. Because this is what I was told. And this might be a teachable moment. If you don't have anything good to say, just don't say it. But if you're ready to talk about your situation and you're willing to stand on it like a rock, then some people might respect you. But I don't believe what these articles are saying, because they could easily say, oh, we spoke to a player. Okay, well, which player was it? But if you're not saying which player was it, we can't say that the story is true, because we don't know. Because most of us that's listening right now, we're not even flies on the wall. We don't know what's going on, right? So I would say, for anybody that read this article, which I'll get into in a second, I would just take it with a grain of salt at this point, because I told you that these stories are going to come out. Like, as close to the season, they want to take the attention away from this team. What they're trying to do is they're trying to play the six man. They're trying to get in these players' heads so that they would not perform on the field. Because this, on paper, this is a really good team. On paper, it's a really good team, man. So what they'll do is they're playing mind games at this point, right? Ken, is allegations. They're they're playing mind games at this point, right? So I'm just making this video just to let you know this is just what it is. And I said it's going to happen. But look, these articles going to get worse. Remember I said that. I'm telling you, at some point, they're going to start naming players. They're going to start naming players. So, and then they had a story with Jordan Seaton saying that he was matched up against Savion Washington. And they had a fight and it turned bloody. I have not heard it. Now, if Savion come out and say it's true, then I'm like, okay, well, what's his side of the story? And then that will, obviously, at that point, Jordan will have to say something. But let me tell you something. In football, there's fights in the locker room all the time. There's going to be fights in the locker room. It's just the way it is. It's just the nature of you're playing an aggressive sport. It's a full contact sport. You're trying to impose your will on another man, especially the trenches. They get into it all the time. It happens all the time. It's a normal occurrence. I don't like to see fighting all the time, but skirmishes, I'm going to say skirmishes. Skirmishes, it happens. It's not like, oh my God. But here's the thing. Don't skirmishes happen on the other teams? Yes. Do they report it? No. Now, my question to you is, how come they don't report it? I will tell you. It's a rhetorical question. Everybody know. It's because Coach Prime. That's it. He's always had a love-hate relationship with the media ever since he was at Florida State, man. Ever since. And it's not letting up. They're not letting up on him. They're not letting up. That's all it is, man. Everybody else is catching strays here. So that's what I think it is. That's just my thought, right? That might not be the case, but that's what I think looking on the outside in, because how come you don't talk about the Alabama skirmishes? You mean to tell me Alabama don't have no skirmishes on that team? Not one. All them 5 stars they got on that team. You said Shilo always in something, LOL. Let me call. Oh, that was another thing they said in the article, that after the game, he started slapping Cormani around. Now, I promise you, if that was my son, y'all would have heard about it. I would have called my son and said, is that what happened? Well, you need to go slap him back. Because the coaches will understand. The coaches will understand. If you got somebody on the team that's allegedly slapping you around, you have to slap them back. That's how you get your respect. You got to. You just have to get in a slap fest. It'll just be a damn slap fest. Whether you win or not is not the point. It's just that you got to get your respect. That's how it is on teams. I remember one time in the locker room, me and this upperclassman we still had our helmets on. And then at the end of the skirmish, after they broke it up, me and him started laughing. Like, why the hell did we lock up like that? Like, dude, I don't know. Me and him went out to White Castle afterwards. Like, yo, let's go to White Castle. Now, I don't recommend going to White Castle. If anybody know about White Castle, we call them murder burgers. But what happened was, during the practice, me and him had words, and we were in the locker room. We still had our helmets on, and we were grabbing each other face masks. To this day, I don't know why that happened. Me and him is grabbing each other face masks, and we're slapping each other upside the head with our helmets on, right? So the coach was like, listen, the coach was old school. He's like, listen, y'all want to keep fighting? Y'all go outside and take the helmets off and take the pads off. We'll give you 5 minutes. And then me and him looked at each other like, man, it's not even that deep. And he was like, he took me under his wing. He said, yo, I like how you stood on it. He said, I like how you stood up for yourself. And he was like, really, we were just testing you. He said, because in the game, if we need you in the game, we want to know that you got our back. We just testing you. He was just testing me. But the whole skirmish part, we didn't know why we got in the skirmish. I mean, it was hilarious. Like, because me and him was around the same size. and we just doing this with each other helmet. And then the coach came and broke it up, man. And the coach like, yo, I like how at the end, the next day he said, I like how you stood on it. You're a freshman, but you ain't afraid to fight. And he said, everybody, and I'm friends with these people to this day. We became really close because we was a small school. And he was like, yo, we just were trying to, because I was quiet. I was like a geek, you know what I'm saying, turn football. I like football. I just happen to be a geek, but I like football. So they would treat me like a geek, you know what I'm saying, because they ain't know me. But then they knew, you know, I had another side to it. I was willing to fight. You know, whether I lose or not, you know, you got to, you know, if somebody want to square up with you, you got to square up. Because that way you get your respect. Because in a game, if you're willing to square up in the locker room, you're going to square up in the game. You're going to stand on it. And they know that you're willing to give it up or whatever. And that's all it was. But did we have a little hazing and all that type of stuff? Yeah, we did. We had hazing. Yes, we did. We had hazing. What they used to do was, right, the coaches used to haze us too. They used to have, I don't know what y'all call this. We used to line up single file. So I used to be in a line and we heads up with another guy and we just tackle each other real hard. I don't know what you call that. But what they used to do was they used to size me up with a bigger man. You know what I'm saying? I remember this dude, we called him Dukney. They sized me up with Dukney. I was like 175 pounds at the time. And Dukney was like 250, man. And he was like, all right, go ahead. You know, and you had to do it. You had to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I actually kind of got my respect with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't complain. But that's how it was. But this story is so freaking hilarious. This story is hilarious, yo. Caleb, yo, you give it up like that? Yo, they had Caleb, man. Yo, Caleb, let me find out, man. Let me find out you give it up like that, Caleb. Caleb, you gambling, Caleb? Like what? I don't see him gambling. I just don't see it, man. You said linemen hit each other. Lights. What you say? The linemen hit each other. Lights are seen. Oh yeah, they hit each other that hard, right? But we used to do it. They used to line us up with bigger players. And then afterwards, they ain't do it no more. You got your respect. They ain't do it no more. But we used to have to carry bags and all that. You know, if you're a freshman, you know, you got to carry bags. And then you be the subject of some locker room shenanigans. Like, you know, they try to give you a wedgie, all that type of stuff. Grabbing your jock strap, pulling it up, trying to give you a wedgie, all types of stuff, man. But then, you know what I'm saying? I remember I got real mad one time because I forget what it was. They did something, man, because I didn't play that game. You know what I'm saying? So me and this kid got to slapping each other. And we got to slapping, and then it was it. We went out afterwards. The whole team used to go out. But that's just locker room shenanigans. But the article, I can't believe Athlon wrote this, man. They really, the media got a hard on for Coach, man. They not playing with him, man. It says some players aren't suited for prime time, or at least that's what CU staff wants everyone to believe. But conversations with those who left Boulder reveals the true nature of the culture within the Buffaloes program. Now it says a former player has spoken anonymously to Athlon Sports. Now they didn't say who the player was, so you have to take that with a grain of salt at this point. You don't know who it is. And you don't know if they ever talked to anybody. How do we know they even talked to anybody? And it says they want to be anonymous, fearing retaliation if they went on the record. Somebody said, look, this is hilarious. It's like a real life Grand Theft Auto game. Now, who would say that? It's like a real life Grand Theft Auto game. One former player said, "There are many distractions with fights, guns, money floating around. The environment is unlike anything I've come from before." Now let me stop right there. They said guns. Lord have mercy. Coach, what's going on, Coach? What kind of team is this, man? But anyway, it said guns. This is not like a program I've ever seen before. It sound like, what it sound like? It sound like it sound like they ain't talked to nobody. That's what it sound like to me. But they could have, though. And it says another former player went deeper into the violent incidents within CU's football program, recounting 3 separate alleged occurrences over the past year, each unfathomable in any normal locker room, folks. The insight sheds light on what happened to former 5-star Cormani McClain and why his experience in Boulder was negative. Cormani was taking a lot of heat from everyone, said former player. We don't know who the player is. At the same time, Coach Prime was saying he was in the doghouse and needed to improve. Cormani was getting bullied by Shilo Sanders. Damn, Shilo, you sitting up there bullying people? After the Oregon State game, Shilo slapped him several times, which left Cormani screaming, "I'm going to kill you," repeatedly. After that, you could tell he wasn't there. After that, you could tell he wasn't mentally there. It's hard when the coaches you trust are calling you derogatory names on the practice field. So let's go back. So he's saying that after the Oregon State game, he was getting bullied by Shilo Sanders, and Shilo slapped him several times, which left Cormani screaming, "I'm going to kill you." Let me just stop there. If that is true, I don't think that's true. Because if it's true, I just don't see Cormani not fighting back, man. I just don't see that. Because if it was my son, I'm like, y'all just going to have a slapping fest. That's just all it. And I said, what you going to do the next time you go in there, I don't give a damn if he in the lunchroom or wherever, you slap the taste out of his mouth. Okay? You're not going to get off the team because I'll talk to the coaches. Like, no, he's not going to sit up here and get slapped. They're going to have a slap fest. Or they go out in the back and settle it like men. Because coaches respect that. You will say, "Listen, coach, I don't want to take no distraction away from the team. Me and Shilo got to go out back real quick. We got to go out back." And he was like, "What's going on?" I said, "He's sitting up here slapping me. We have to, and they broke it up. So we have to go outside and handle it like men. We got to go slap now. We're going to go hard to the body for about 5 minutes." Okay? And I guarantee you, if that was the case, Shilo would have respect for him at the end. He have to. So I don't know if that happened, man. I don't know if that happened because I feel like a parent or somebody would have said something by now. Somebody would have said something if that happened. I don't care. See, Slap, you saying Cormani could not win. It's not about winning. I don't give a damn if he got to get his ass kicked. We got to go hard to the body for 5 minutes. We have to. On GP, man. You know what GP is? That's general principle. That's on principle. I don't give a damn if I have to get my ass kicked. We have to go slap each other for 5 minutes. We got to get this out. Because what happens is, I guarantee you it would be mutual respect right there. If that was the case. But we don't know if it's the case because my question is now, which player said it? So I challenge Athlon Sports. Which player said this? Give us a name, and then somebody, we got to see if that's correct with Shilo or Cormani, because neither one of them said it. So we don't know if it's the case. I just don't see Cormani getting slapped. Like maybe he's just not a fighter. Now, if he's not a fighter, that's okay. If he's not a fighter, right? That's okay if he's not a fighter. However, I'm telling you guys this. How do you correct this? How do you correct this even if that's the case? You got to fight back, man. That's how it is in a football. You have to, even if you're going to lose, you got to push them back or something, to let the other player know that you standing on it. Now, you ain't going to take your frustrations out on me. We going to sit up here and we're just going to get ignorant up in here if we don't go out in the back. And I guarantee you wouldn't get slapped no more. Guarantee it. You wouldn't get slapped even if you lose. I don't see that. Now, do I put it past Shot? Would he do? I think he could put his hands on somebody. He probably could, but we don't know if it's true or not. That wouldn't fly in the NFL though. Just letting y'all know that. If he tried that in the NFL, it won't fly. That would not fly at all. That's why I don't believe this story, because football players, they're cut different, especially at that level. They're cut different. People, they will fight you back, whether they lose or not. You know what I'm saying? It's a machismo. It's a bravado sport. And here's the thing. What I do know, some players will test you. You know what I'm saying? To see, especially trenches players, like, damn, I'm about to go to battle with you in the trenches. I want to see if you got it or not. So, but do hazing exist within that locker room? Yes, it does. They showing signs of it. I see it. There's hazing there. They even showed it on camera recently. They even showed the hazing or some form of it. But it happens on every team. You don't think it happened on Alabama? You don't think it happened with the New York Jets, with the rookies, people carrying your luggage? It happens everywhere. Okay? But what if you're not willing to take part in it? You got to stand on it. You got to stand up in that person. Feel like, look, you ain't gonna put your hands on me. That's not happening. I'm here to play football and I'm a student. You're not here to put your hands on. If you do, we're gonna have to go out in the back where the coaches are not at. Okay? And then if you keep doing it, I guarantee you, next time I'm gonna blindside you and I'm gonna end your career. So you keep it up. I'm going to blindside you and I'm going to end your career because I'm going to take your knees out. This is not the first time it's happened. Bill Cartwright did it to Michael Jordan. Yes, Bill Cartwright. You better go Google it. I bet you Michael Jordan got some act right after that. You know how Jordan like to get in people's face? Nah, yo. He got in the wrong person's face. He got in Bill Cartwright's face, yo. And Bill Cartwright gave him some act right. You go Google it if you don't believe me. Some of y'all too young. Y'all don't know that. But I'm giving you that. Bill Cartwright got some act right in him. He said, if you ever disrespect me again, I'll kill you. And Michael got some act right, yo. Straight up. He got some act right. I don't give a damn if you the coach's son. I don't give a damn if you the star on the team. We all gonna have respect here. And I guarantee you it wouldn't happen. But hazing is different. Hazing is like a tradition, like what people go through. Like I told you, we go through hazing, and I went through a lot of hazing. You know what I'm saying? Even with my fraternity, we went through some thunder and lightning. You know what I'm saying? We went through some thunder and lightning with my fraternity. And I'm telling you, when I crossed over, right, we all went to the bar, and I was ready to fight at that point. I was still in fight mode. I said, nah, yo, y'all violated me, yo. I got violated. You know what I'm saying? They was like, yo, everybody get their ass whooped, yo. I said, no, I got violated. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to throw hands. I got violated, man. You know what? They hit me with them wooden paddles, yo. I said, I got violated. And they was like trying to calm me down. And then finally, I calmed down. Because everybody got some thunder and lightning that night. You know what I'm saying? I got thunder and lightning so bad, it's all I couldn't even hardly sit down. That's how bad I got some thunder and lightning. But the hazing is a part of it. It's like locker room. It's like camaraderie. Like some people not going to agree with it, but you don't have to take part in it. You see what I'm saying? It's a choice. Whether you take part in the locker room shenanigans. It's a choice. You can be like, nah, dude, I'm not on that. I'm not on that type of time. And then if they continue, then you got to go out back. You got to handle it. You got to handle where the coaches are not, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get the coaches involved. And you can't go to the coaches and complain, because now they're going to judge you. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we got a tattletale on the team. So you have to throw hands sometime. And I don't agree with it, but I've been through it. And it's a bravado sport. It's all the testosterone with these young men in the locker room. You're going to have some conflict. It's on every team. It's on every team, man. And it happened before with the Miami Dolphins with Richie Incognito. He got kicked off the Dolphins for that, for hazing. And then one of the players, mentally, it broke him down. He couldn't take it. Y'all remember that case? I don't know if y'all remember that. Richie Incognito. He used to play for the Dolphins. He from Jersey, by the way, but he used to play for the Dolphins. And he was hazing this guy. And he kind of went too far with it because the dude snapped. And here's another thing I want to say with the football players. I want to say this to Khalil Benson. And I want to say this to what's the other dude name? It's Khalil Benson, the other offensive lineman that was doing the slap shit recently. They did it on camera. I want to say this. Be careful with that, because the world is watching. That y'all shouldn't have played that, because they're going to use that against y'all. Dude, like, that stuff need to be off camera, or you shouldn't be doing it at all. Like the waking people up with the slapping. Nah, yo. Don't do that. Especially don't do it on camera, because they are looking for anything to derail this season. They're looking for anything on y'all. Okay? They looking for anything to derail you guys' season. So I understand what y'all doing, because that's some normal stuff. We used to do that, slap each other when somebody sleep in the locker room. Sometimes we used to throw water on people, cold water. What else we used to do? We used to take the shaving cream. We used to put the shaving cream and all that stuff. You said stop. Who you talking to, producer Straight? Stop. I said stop the slapping on camera. That's what I said. Didn't you hear what I said? I said stop the slapping. Don't say stop what. I said stop the slapping. You heard what I said. I said stop the slapping. That's what I said. It was very clear. I said I don't want to see that on camera where they go slapping people, because the media is going to use that against them. That's what I said. Guys, was I very clear with that? I thought I was. Don't say stop what to a grown-ass man. I'm almost 50, fam. Don't say stop what. Don't say stop what to me. Like, I'm dead serious. Everything I'm saying is correct here. Oh, he talking to Mr. Sorry about that. If you talking to Mr. My bad. I thought you were talking to me. But the thing is, they need to stop the slapping, especially on camera. It only happened once. It shouldn't happen again. Because the mainstream media is going to use that against them. They already using it against them. Against players that we don't even know the names of, that are saying that things are going on in the locker room. And the reason why they're doing it is so they can derail them and try to get in their head before the season starts. Because they're right close to the season. It's only like a few weeks away now, and the season, the kickoff starts. Yeah, I missed that one, Slap. My bad, fam. I missed that one. I admit that I'm wrong. I'm my bad, fam. No, you said, why do you think these stories are popping up out of nowhere, Ken? Man, because they're the talk of the town, and a lot of coaches, a lot of people are jealous of it. And jealousy and all that envy stuff, it just don't stop in high school. It gets worse when you get older. That's what it is. You said, Max, what's up? Can to the season. Yeah, so closer to the season start, these articles going to get worse. And it's a part of, I guess it's a part of their whole thing. You know, they have to take it because they're the talk of the town. They have to take it. You said, I mean, dude was hiding during practice who wouldn't haze. Now, I heard that story about, no, you said who cares about the lies? No, they have to care, old school. That's why they have the player on the team that addresses it. They call him the mayor. He addresses these stories. They have to. They got to address them because they have a bullseye on them. And they got to address it. They got to address it because it's some of this stuff, if it's not true, they have to say it because it's hitting the mainstream media. This website, this is not a run-of-the-mill website here. I couldn't believe they reported this. I thought it was going to be, what's that? Is it not ESPN? I thought it was going to be the other one that was going to report something like this. But we already know the reason why they're doing it. It's to get in the player's head and the coach's head so that they won't be focused on anything else but North Dakota State. And also because of Coach Prime. They want to make him look bad. Yeah, he had a bullseye. That's right, go Bucks. He had a bullseye since he was 18. Because, you know, he's been famous since he was at Florida State because, you know, he signed with the Yankees. So he got drafted. He was like one of the only freshmen on the Florida State team with a car. In fact, Bobby Bowden, recipes of Bobby Bowden, he had said something about it. He was okay with it. But he was like, I need one of them cars like Prime got, you know. But he was always the talk of the town ever since he signed with the Yankees and he's at Florida State. He's always been the talk of the town. This is his life. But what's happening here is a little bit it's too much now. I must say that. It's getting to be too much. The hazing on the teams, that's a part of the football culture, man. I mean, I'm sure you guys have played football and you participate in little locker room shenanigans. It's a part of the damn team. I just don't like to see it on camera. But the slapping and stuff, we used to do, that's old school stuff. Somebody sleep, slap them, wake them up. And the big men could take it. But it happened one time, guys, where you might haze the wrong person and that person might not be able to take it. And it happened with Richie Incognito with the Miami Dolphins. He wound up getting kicked off the Dolphins because of it. And he's a hell of a offensive lineman, too. It was this rookie that came in and he just was messing with the rookie, like always hazing him. And they said they went out to dinner one time and racked up the bill for like $10,000. Right? I know Nebraska, they saying Shilo, talking about he's a bully. Lord have mercy. They done got Shilo again. Well, if he's a bully, everybody's a damn bully then. Because that's how football players get down. We go at each other, you know. But this Richie Incognito situation, he racked up a bill, made the rookie pay $10,000. And then he was just like doing different stuff to him and the dude snapped. And he wound up going to the front office and he couldn't play that year because of mental illness, because of the bullying. I don't know if y'all remember that. But that happened. It happens sometime where players can't take it. And usually if it's like that, then players will back off you. You said Shilo bullied me, instant fade. I don't care. But see, That's what football players do. Like, look, we get a fade real quick, and then we back being friends and playing football. Get ready for the season. You know, some players will test you to see if you got it or not, to see if we could trust you out on that field in the trenches. You know, when it gets down and dirty, can we trust you? Sometimes they'll test you to see if you got it. And then like, okay, he got it. That's my man right there. He got it. I know he got my back. You know what I'm saying? I know he got my back. It happens like that. Man, there's hazing going in all sports, man. But you got to be down with it. Like, I got hazed, and it was like a rite of passage for me. You know, got hazed or whatever. You know, one time for my birthday, oh man, they got me together, man. They had me in a circle. I crouched up. You know how you crawl up or whatever? I got hit left and right. Boom, just like bow, bow, bow. It's your birthday? Bow. You know what I'm saying? Then afterwards, they took me out. Took me to eat, give me something to eat. And I like that, man. I'm friends with those dudes to this day. You know what I'm saying? They didn't lump me up or nothing. You know, just... You know, it's your birthday, but they would hit me though. You know, some of them offensive linemen heavy-handed. You know what I'm saying? They get me or whatever, and it was cool. I really enjoyed it. You know, the hazing, the whole experience. You know, you know, the whole thing. But the whole incident that they're saying that Shilo did, that's not hazing. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But if that did happen, he was supposed to slap him back. That's what was supposed to happen. He's supposed to slap him back. And then they're supposed to have a slap fest until whoever break it up. And that's it. You know, I remember, like I said, that one incident was hilarious. Man, I got my helmet slapped so hard, I started hearing a ringing sound. Thank you, Slap. Thank you for the $5 holler. I appreciate you. Can I like the comment or what? Oh, let me heart it. I got hit so hard and I didn't see it coming. Right? And what happened was we were mouthing off each other and we were sharing pleasantries about each other's mother. Now, I'm not going to tell you what we said, and, you know, I don't condone it, but we were sharing pleasantries about each other's mother. And then next thing you know, boom, I got slapped right upside the head. I still had my helmet on, but I started hearing ringing. I think I was out on my feet. Dog. I think I was out on my feet. And I was like, who did that? Because I didn't know who did it. I'm like, who did that? And then he was real big, but he had like a soft voice. I did it. I did it. Like, and I'm just kind of dumbfounded, like, why? And the next thing you know, I went to slap him back. He did some karate stuff. On me. Next thing you know, I'm on the ground. And everybody like, ooh, he got you. Ooh, he got you. Now, everybody is like, now we got us in a circle at this point. So I'm like, damn, dude, he don't slap the taste out my mouth and I'm on the ground. I was like, dog. I was like, I can't, what I'm going to do with him? You know what I'm saying? Then he done did some karate on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the ground at this point. And I've got the slap tape. I got the slap out. He slapped the taste out of my mouth. So then finally, the only thing I could do was grab his ankles and do like that. And he fell right down and hit his head. Then I smacked him back. And then they broke it up. The coach was like, stop that. And they broke it up. And then we were friends after that. And I never forget it, yo. He came up to me. He's upper class. He's like, man, you doing all right? I'm sitting with you, man. And I said, yeah. At this point, I thought he gonna smack me again. I'm all right. And next thing you know, we were from the same area. And then we were best friends after that. And But during practice, we used to always get at each other like, yeah, I'm going to get you this time. You got me last time, but I'm going to get you this time. Because one time he hit, one time he hit me so hard. He hit me so hard I got depleted. Now, you know, if that happens, that's embarrassing. He hit me so hard I landed on my back, yo. Like, I just, thank you, Mike. I appreciate you, Mike, for the $20 get back. Thank you, Mike. Let me heart that. I appreciate you, Mike, for the donation, for the dono. But he hit me so damn hard because I was playing tight and he hit me so damn hard, fam. All I know was my back hit the ground, and you know how you get the air knocked out of you? I'm gasping for air, and he's standing over. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. You know, stuff like that. We enjoy it. So then I was like, all right, cool. I said, I'm going to get you back. I'm going to get you. Then I got him back. I blindsided him and got him back, you know, like that. And we just share pleasantries again about each other. And then at the end, we were good. At the end, we were good. We were friends, you know, friends or whatnot. But I know some of this stuff don't fly anymore today with these young people. They don't agree with the hazing and stuff. But I want to say this. It's all in how your perspective is on it. It's a part of the team, you know, like I don't want to see it on camera, them slapping each other. But I get why they're doing it. You know, they're the upperclassmen and, you know, like that. It's hard for me to explain it. It's hard for me to explain why they do it. It's hard for me to explain it, but we do it, and it's like you don't want to be the one to go to the run to the coaches, like, hey, oh, I'm getting this and that. No, you don't want to do that. You know, you sell in the locker room, and the players respect you for it. They really do. They respect you for it, and sometimes you become close with that person. You know. Sometimes the people just want to test you to make sure you got it. You said it's black in Paris. I don't know why, Glenn. I don't know. That's random. You said it's black in Paris. I don't know. Will you listen to the Jay-Z song? N-words in Paris. No, yeah, what happened was he hit me, he blindsided me, and just took me out. Oh, he got me good, man. He depleted me. Yes, indeed, he depleted me. But I said, I'm gonna get you back. I said, I got you next practice, because I was at the end of the practice. I said, I got you. No, I'm gonna get you. He said, I know it hasn't come out before. And just before the season. Right, it's because the season is getting close to the season. Uh-oh, who don't call your man, Firefly? Who don't call your man? Uh-oh, here go El Hombre. He said, he ain't got no team, Ken. El Hombre team is on the hating side. El Hombre is what we call, he's been here a lot. He's a professional at what he does. He's a professional. But he comes by and I don't know what happened to your counterpart. Somebody must have blocked him. I checked to see if he was blocked. I hope he's doing all right. I haven't seen him in here in a while. I hope he's okay. But El Hombre is a professional. He said, don't blindside him, block him. I know, we got to get a get back any way we can, El Hombre. Got to get our get back. We got to get our get back any way we can. I don't agree with it either, though. So the articles finish off. I'm like, oh my God. I really started laughing when they got to Mathis. So hold up, where is it? So it said here the violence often seemed to come from personal vendettas, but not always. Jordan Seaton, another 5-star recruit, was allegedly bullied into proving his manhood and picked to fight former CU lineman Savion Washington. In April, the two were said to have exchanged blows, leaving both bloody. Witnesses described it as two bears scrapping for food. Yeah, this is laughable like this. But two bears scrapping for food. Come on, fam. Now here's where it get funny. Now Caleb, if you listen, I'm not trying to clown you, but this was hilarious. So it said the bullying was also a common theme. There was another alleged incident involving gambling debt between backup quarterback Colton Allen and wide receiver Caleb Mathis. Days after Seaton Washington meleeed the son of Robert Mathis, who CU's defensive back coach, was asked to pay Allen over a gambling debt in excess of $10,000, according to former CU player. When Mathis refused, he allegedly proceeded to punch Allen repeatedly in the locker room, with players and coaches witnessing the assault. And it says Allen allegedly refused to discuss the matter, fearing repercussions due to Mathis' connection to Prime's coaching staff. Athlon reached out to Allen's father, who also denied comment. Lord have mercy, Caleb. You giving it up like that, Caleb? Oh man, Caleb. Let me stop because it's not funny. It's not funny. Caleb, you giving it up like that? But let me tell y'all something though. Quiet is kept. Caleb, he seemed quiet and all that, right? But I told y'all still waters run deep now. You see, I don't want to clown him because what if I go to the game this year and then Caleb see me and he be like, listen, Max, listen, you know how people, when they come up to you, right? And they kind of look at you to the side like, look, Max, look. Yeah, I'm Caleb Mathis, but ain't nothing sweet over here, man. I'm like, okay, Caleb, I understand. I put my hand now. I'm like this. I understand. Ain't nothing sweet over here, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paying that gambling debt. I had to get my punch on. So Caleb, you giving it up like that, man. Hey, man, I don't know what to say to you. He don't play about his guap, man. Like Caleb, man. I'm judging a book by its cover, man. You are a quiet riot. Still waters run deep. You see what I'm saying? That was like, you are the quiet assassin. You see what I'm saying? And your brother is like the ringleader. You know what I'm saying? The Mathis brothers. You see what I'm saying? The Mathis brothers. Let me find out, man. Yo, Caleb, let me find out. What's his brother name? Let me see. What's his brother name? Let me find out the Mathis brothers. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it gangster. Let me stop, man. That's hilarious. What is his brother name? I forget. Cole. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Cole, man. You and Cole giving it up, Caleb. What y'all doing, man? 10,000 gambling debt. I don't believe that. I don't believe that one. I just don't see Caleb getting into. What are y'all gambling for you to rack up $10,000? What are y'all gambling, man? I don't believe that, yo. I don't. Even though, like I said, don't judge a book by its cover now. Because Caleb is actually tough. Because I remember that first game against TCU. You can go look. I believe he registered the first tackle of the season. And he damn near depleted the guy. When I saw him come down that field and lay that hit on, I was like, damn, that's Caleb Mathis? I said that. I was like, that's Caleb just did that? And I looked, that was Caleb Mathis. So yeah, man, he tough, dog. He is tough. I ain't so Caleb, look, don't, I ain't talking crap about you. You are tough. You did register that first tackle of the season. Am I right? Was he? I believe it was him that registered the first tackle against TCU. Dog, when did you see him tackle him though? How violent it was? I was like, yo, that's Caleb. The fuck? Yo, he went down, boop, just hit him. It was a gang tackle, but he got on it first. And he was taking the guy down. I saw that. So listen, man, Caleb, man. What are y'all gambling, Caleb? $10,000? Like, what are y'all playing dice? What are y'all doing? And Colton Allen? I just don't see him and Colton Allen getting into a gambling situation. This article is crazy. Y'all gotta laugh at this article, yo. I know that. I know they did. You said he's one of my favorite, my amigo, El Hombre. Man, can they just wait for they can't even wait for the season to start. They come up with some mess. But it is what it is. You said at Max, would you hold that bet? Not against Caleb, man. Him and Cole be giving it up, man. And the Mathis brothers, man. Yeah. Caleb, like, I ain't paying nothing, man. Is that how it happened, Caleb? Like, look, man, I'm not paying nothing. How about that? Let me find up Caleb Deboing people over there, man. That's crazy. So, Caleb, they got you as a Debo now. So, who else they got in this article? That was it. And they mentioned a recruit that had got locked. Oh, dog. They mentioned Shadozi, dog. They mentioned Shadozi, man. You remember when he was on the, I knew they were going to bring that up eventually. He was on a celebration video. He had it was like what appeared to be a Glock on the table. Yo, don't he live in Texas? Don't everybody in Texas have firearms, man? Everybody does. I believe he's from Texas. Just like out here in Virginia. It's nothing for everybody to have a Glock. I have one. And I keep it. Boy, I had needed one last night. I witnessed the shooting. Whoa, Lord. I said I need to take my ass in the house now. I need to take my ass in the house. No, this was Friday night. I saw a couple get shot. Boom. You heard a pop, pop, and both the couple got shot. The male and female, they got shot. I think she got shot in her arm. He got shot in his leg. Craziness. Yo, it's zombies running around out here, man. And I believe they got popped for no reason. They got popped, and I didn't know where the pops was coming from because I was sitting on a corner. And I had my window down. I couldn't see where it was coming from, but it was close to them, though. Listen, there's some zombies out here, so you need to keep it with you. So it ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, they brought the Shadozi. And that it's a gun culture in the locker room. It's crazy. But yeah, I witnessed somebody last night. And then on Saturday night, which was last night, a guy just laying on the street dead, man. Dead. I'm thinking he's like homeless. No, he was dead. Dead. Somebody came up to him and shot him in the back. So I don't know if we got like a serial killer going around or what happened. This all happened near my vicinity last night. Yo, but we then I went by this party. The party had let out already. And they were listening, they were all playing that bang 'em up, shoot 'em up music, you know, the drill music that they all playing that. And the dude gets in front of my car like what? Like what? Like, yo, freaking zombies out here, man. Knowing I had that Glock on, knowing I had it on me. And we can carry hollow points out here. So those were showstoppers. It's straight up showstoppers. And them things not going through you. But you got to keep it on you out here, man. You have to. It's like a zombie apocalypse going on. I think it's what they smoking. There's a bunch of zombies out here, man. But yeah, man, I witnessed a couple get shot. And when they got shot, they were walking. So I don't know why somebody would be shooting at them. They weren't talking to nobody. They were just walking. And you heard a pop, pop. She do like this, ow, and he go, ow. And they both went to the ground. Lord have mercy. I said, I need to take my ass in the house. I had to take myself in the house, man. I don't know what they smoking, but it's a bunch of zombies out here, and they drinking that stuff too. That purple drink, whatever you call it. But anyway, getting back to this. Fall scrimmage looking good. Let's get to some positive stuff here. So the positive things here is the scrimmage is looking good from what I see. And the only negative is it's going by quickly. That's the negative thing. Like, the season will be here before you know it. I know the players are ready to start, but damn, like, that means the summer is over. You know, that means the summer is over, and then, you know. But North Dakota State, they put out a video recently. I saw that. They just put out a video, Kansas State practice. And Dylan gonna get some playing time. I could tell, because I could see, because they featured him in the practice. And I could see how they were using him. So he gonna be featured. I can't wait to see him come to Boulder, because that's gonna be up at that point. Yeah, the O-line looking really good. You know, like, the practice is like a controlled chaos type of situation. Have you ever been in practice, everything look all chaotic, but then when the game come, everything is put together nicely. Like, the package is finally put together. It's like you're chiseling a statue. It looks chaotic at first, but then everything's coming together. So that's what you're seeing. Everything's coming together. That's just how it is, you know. Like, I know somebody recently I was listening to, they couldn't understand why everything seemed chaotic. That's how practice is. And you're not seeing the whole practice, so it looks chaotic to you. But it's not really chaotic. It's just the way it is. You're running plays, you chiseling things out, getting things right. And the next thing you know, the game come, everything looks good. You said Dylan will be the option to number 31. Well, I saw their practice. You probably saw their practice. I saw how they were using Dylan in the practice. So he gonna be in on a few plays that utilize his speed and stuff. So that's not too bad. I can't wait to see him come to Boulder, though. So I got that game. That's going to be a good game. Some people are favoring Kansas State, though. What do y'all think? And how do y'all feel, man? I mean, it's really hard to say, like, how do you feel? The season hasn't started yet. We got to wait till the season. But I like the feel for the practice. Yo, I really enjoy watching the practice this year. You know, the little bit that we see. Even when they get into the little skirmishes, it's fun. You know, like, if you play football, you're going to get into some skirmishes. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's fun, though. They got a different energy, a different feel than they had last year. You can see in year 2 it's coming together. Wait till year 3 and 4, man. It's really going to come together by then. They should be a damn playoff team by then. You know, they just chiseling it and getting it together. Really good, man. Really good stuff. Really good stuff, man. I really like what I see. Yeah, you got some offensive linemen that ain't playing out there, man. They not playing. That's what you want to see. They not playing, man. You said CU over K-State by 10. I like that. I'm betting anyway for CU, so hopefully they will go by 10 and cover that spread. That's good. That's a good payday. I believe the Nebraska game, they have Nebraska still the favorites. What's up, old school? Old school in the house. Long time no see. You said they're a playoff team? Dude, I hope so. Boy, that's a good payday for me, man. You hear what I'm saying to you? Nah, that's a good payday. Nebraska gonna get spanked? Sure they are. They're gonna get spanked. I'm sorry for the Nebraska fans up in here. Mike, Braska Rascal, Husker, Joe. Yeah, y'all gonna catch it. Well, we even got a Trojan fan up here. Trojan fight. Yeah, that's right. I'm betting on the game. I'm betting on all of them. I'm betting on every last one. That's right. You said Avery Johnson can run, but he didn't get to his second read in the pass. I think CU want him to throw. Oh, you saw that training? Well, we gonna see. I know that first game gonna be up though, because these players, they're gonna be tired of hitting each other. They ready to go play somebody. But I just took this time to clown Athlon Sports. I'm clowning you guys. Athlon Sports getting clowned right now, so I had to clown them. And what is it, Athlon Sports? So y'all are get the Dummies of the Week award, so I could give it to them. Coming out with this damn article, y'all something else. I'm telling you, man. The Caleb thing had me rolling though. Caleb gangster, man. You said money is a huge motivator for these young, impressionable young men. Colorado got that NIL. Well, you heard what Coach Prime said about that. He said that NIL is not really sustainable. You know, he wants them to be focused on something else. But hey, man, that NIL looks good. Was from what I'm hearing though. That's good though, because I remember back in the day, man, players didn't get paid, and the universities made all this money off of them, and they didn't get not one lick of it. So good, let them get some money. Yeah, let them get some money. You know, all the money. So let them get some money, and that's it. No, this came out of Coach mouth, Jacqueline. This ain't no cap. Coach Prime said that. He said that, he said that that's not sustainable. And he was like, you know, parents are putting pressure on their kids to go make money. And then he said they're getting targeted by women. No, he said that. They are getting targeted by these cookie cutter ass women. They are. They getting targeted. No, he wasn't capping. No, he wasn't capping. He meant that. Coach Prime meant, and he said it for a reason on camera. He meant that. And they are getting targeted by women. You see it in the draft. I remember the dude that got drafted to the Jets. His girl was trying hard to get his attention, but his mother wouldn't let it. I loved it. I loved it. She was trying. I'm like, why are they getting these cookie cutter? Listen, you're supposed to be like Derek Jeter. You don't get married and none of that until after your career over. Period. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there are exceptions to the rule. Don't get me wrong. But no, Coach wasn't lying, fam. That wasn't cap. He's letting it be known, like, you guys need to learn from players' mistakes in the past. They make him, you know, because don't get me wrong, money brings out the devil in everybody. Now you got cousins you didn't even know you had. You know, you got cousins you didn't know you had. Everybody got their hand out. You know what I'm saying? And then some people feel obligated for you to pay them. They feel obligated. And you got to learn how to cut people off, even if it's family. You got to cut them off. Because each year, players make the same damn mistake over and over and over again. Or make the same mistake. And you notice, though, most of these mistakes, it only happens with us. It don't happen with Tom Brady and them. You notice that? They don't deal with that a lot. They not targets like that. How come the Mannings don't get targeted? You know what I'm saying? I remember when, what's his name? He used to play basketball. Was it Steven Jackson? He got robbed. His house got robbed. And he lived in a gated neighborhood, and they skipped all them nice houses and went to his. I think because they make themselves targets. See, people like to wear their wealth on their neck. We make ourselves targets. That's why. And who we hang out with. We make ourselves targets. That's how, if you notice, like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, they don't go through the same hardships we go through. Because we make ourselves targets. So they know how to cut they know how to cut people off. And hang around people that got more money. You said those soft receivers will be in the end zone dancing. He said soft. You said walking licks. Yeah, some of them are walking licks. Them girls be it's always been that way. Every time I see the draft, I always say the players is not the only ones getting drafted. It's the girlfriends getting drafted too. They be sitting up there like getting drafted with them. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. That's why I respect like Tom Brady and Derek Jeter. See, Tom Brady got somebody that had more money than him. And Derek Jeter got married after his career was over. And he dated who's who in Hollywood. So that's how I respect them. The rest of them, they be licks, man. Licks. You see it in the draft. They be sitting right there. But my boy that got drafted to the Jets, his mother wasn't playing that. She was sitting all the way on the corner. His mother was sitting right in between them. And then the girlfriend was trying to rub his leg to try to get his attention. His mother was like, nah, fam, this is my boy here. I loved every minute of it. And every minute of it, I loved it. Nah, I get all type of fans up in here, Ken, for some reason. We don't just have like, it'd be all types of, we have Michigan fans up in here. It'd be all type of supporters up in here. Yeah, Jeter was smart. You know what I'm saying? But I see it in the draft, man. Them girls just got drafted. Now they got an easy payday and they ain't got to work for it. Bullshit. Oh, my God. It always happen after the career over, the girl is over. As soon as your career over, she gone. Just how it is, man. I couldn't understand these players getting these cookie cutter girls, and the Williams sisters are single at the time. And they making plenty of money. Lord have mercy. And what's the actress name that I like? Megan Good was single at the time. Why not go for her, man? See, I'd be going after Megan Good or somebody. You see what I'm saying? or what's her name? What's the girl from Love and Basketball? I be going after her, man. Like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing, man? Like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Dude, it be some CSU fans. They popped in the chat, but they gave it to me last year to see because I was talking greasy about their player. They didn't like me last year, but that CSU game is going to be up. They ain't like me last year because I was talking greasy about what's his name. You said Mike Jeter's wife stayed, and now, well, he got married after his career was over. You said Jordan liked tall blondes in Chicago, but the media was scared of him. You said he liked tall blondes. I've heard the stories on Jordan. I have. I did. I heard the stories. I've heard the stories, man. I've heard the stories with what's his name too. That was crazy. But I ain't gonna get into that. You said most black players getting married to white girls. Most black Slap, you crazy, man. Like, where are you going with it, Slap? What I'm saying by cookie cutter, I'm talking about the girls that obviously they looking for a come up. You can it don't matter because what's his name girl wasn't Snow Bunny. What's her name? What's his name? The receiver from the Cowboys. Remember he was at the draft day. His girl tried to take his phone and he snatched it back. What's it? CD Lamb? I believe that's his name. She's a cookie cutter too. Because she used to be with another player. So that's what I'm talking about. She's a cookie cutter too. Oh yeah, when his first wife, you mean his first wife, they were married at the time when he got drafted. Her mouth was wide open, knowing that she getting ready to get paid. But see, he had other plans though. She just didn't know it. He grew up out here where I'm at, about 20 minutes up the road. Russell Wilson. He used to play at Collegiate High School out here. We used to go watch him play baseball out here when he was in high school. He was really good. He got drafted too out of high school. No, he got drafted in college, I believe. I can't remember how it was. I think he got drafted out of high school because he was that good. He was a pitcher. You said early 20s, 150 mil. I'd be in trouble too. Not me. Like I said, I would take Megan Good from her old whatever she with now. I can't stand it. I'd be with Megan Good, fam, or somebody, somebody. If you got to go, if you got to, like that. Somebody got some money, or what's her name? Somebody, you know what I mean? Like somebody with some money. No, I don't like Patrick Mahomes' wife. But she's cookie cutter too. Patrick Mahomes' wife. That's another one. But anyway, I don't want to talk bad about somebody people's now. Don't get me being messy. You see, yeah, just give me some money. That's right, El Homie. Just give me some money, yo. It's finance before romance. That's right. Finance before romance. You said got all the snow bunnies in Boulder. See, now you being messy, Ken, because we don't know that. And last time I checked, him and his girl, they had a family channel, man. So don't be trying to get Arden in trouble, man. Just stop trying to be messy, man. You being messy. But see, Firefly, she's gonna be a op during the we got some ops for the what do you call it, for the Nebraska game. They're going to turn into ops during the game. Mike, too, he's a op for the game. Brasco Rascal. But then after the game, we go back to being friends. After the game. I mean, right now we're cool. But I'm talking about during the game. We're ops during the game. So, but it's going to be fun, though. And trash talking is allowed. So, you know, we trash talk with the best of them. But, you know, during the game, when we watching, I'll be quiet. Then after the game, we'll talk. Y'all don't want to hear me during the game. I don't know if you guys remember that game, the Stanford game last year. How quiet I got, like after halftime. At halftime, I was like, man, I'm going to sleep, man. This game is in the bag. And the next thing you know, I'm like, who is this receiver? Like, the hell? Never even heard of him before. Yep. Stuff happens, man. I chalk it up to Friday the 13th. You say gonna be sad after the game. I hope not. I hope not. Then you say it. Y'all gonna put together a donation for my lunch money. Y'all hilarious, man. Y'all gonna put together a fund for me. You know what I'll do, guys? We're just gonna watch highlights and take some of your comments, and I'm gonna go to bed, man. You see, the rent money. Yeah, but think about it. The rent that it could turn the other way for me, and it could be a really good payday. Because I'm betting a house on that game. I'm not lying to you. I'm putting it all on the line. For that Nebraska game, all of it's on the line. Not all of it, but you know what I mean. Because that's a game where, you know, you said Timmons at receiver going to be a star. You think so? You like Timmons? All the receivers are good, man. Every last one of them. You said I might need a GoFundMe. Damn, y'all gonna get a GoFundMe for me? Oh man, I'm talking about if it's a situation to where they got in the playoffs. Oh yeah, I'm going to an exotic island. I might be in an exotic island before the playoffs start. Just know if I'm on a beach somewhere, you'll know that it really went down like that. Yep, I'm going to the Scooch. That I told y'all what the Scooch. Don't ask me what the Scooch is, because I know somebody gonna say, "What is the Scooch?" I'm going to the Scooch. My boy in the Scooch right now, and I'm mad. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm hating on him because he in the Scooch, and he gonna be there for 3 months in the Scooch. And I'm hating every minute of it. Just hating on him. Yep, he in the Scooch, and he's so happy. He's so happy. He's like, yeah, guys. You know, then they start to tell you about yourself like they got all the answers. No, he saved up his money. He do that betting too. He won big. I don't bet on baseball or I just don't understand. I mean, I understand baseball, but I don't know how to bet on it. And then I don't follow the teams like that to really know like what to do. And he was following the NBA too. So I'm not really a bettor like that. But like I said, I'm just doing it for the conversation because CU is playing. That's all. I just want to see what Shador and them do this year. He gonna go off though. Watch. Remember I said it. He looking crisp in practice, and he also looked like he toned up too. So he ready to go, man. And them receivers, man, they catching. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. All the receivers are good, man. Every last one of them. I mean, just pick one. Like, what do you do? How they pick starters over there? Horn gonna go off. He looking crisp. Yo, his boy is catching circus shots in Arizona. He gonna make that team. I told y'all that. He gonna make that team. I'm talking about, what's his name? Dreadman. What's his name, man? Weaver. Xavier. I told you he gonna make that team. He gonna make that team, man. He over there wooing the crowd over there in practice. Shout out to Xavier Weaver. You feel me? He over there wooing the crowd. So I'm gonna follow his career throughout the year. So we got him in the NFL, and yeah, next year is gonna be up. We're gonna have a lot of people up in there. Draft day gonna be crazy. Draft day gonna be crazy, man. Both them boys going 1 and 2, either one or two, or 2 and 3, or one, whatever the case. Both of them leaving, but by the 3rd pick, neither one of them gonna be on the board. By the 4th pick, neither one of them gonna be on the board. Shador or Travis, neither one of them gonna be on the board. They gonna be suited and booted right there at the table. That's gonna be crazy. You said old Miller be staying on the sidelines. Well, we don't see the whole practice. Everybody getting their reps, right? He said, what's the D line and O line looking like? They looking good, man. They looking good, Ken. Yeah, Brasker, you would say that. Talking about he be staying on the sideline. How do you know? How do you know, man? Everybody getting their reps. We just don't see it all. They can't give us all the sauce. Because they give us all the sauce, then people gonna try to prepare for them. They just give you enough to feel like you're a part of the team. That's the point of the videos, which is making all this pop. As a matter of fact, why is all the talk on them? Do anybody know that? There's a reason for it. I know Coach Prime is famous and all that. I know that. But you know what's the real reason? Do y'all know? Why is there so much talk around them? It's that camera Bucky has. It's the camera. This camera is making it all work. Yes, Prime, he's famous and all that. We know that. But the camera is really making it work. If it wasn't for that camera, this wouldn't be that successful. Everybody wouldn't be talking about him if it wasn't for the camera. So that was Bucky's doing. Yeah, Matt Well-Off don't show it all. You said because see you talk. Come on, this Husker Joe. See how they doing me? But listen, Husker Joe, listen. Don't disappear during the game though. See, I don't want to see y'all not show up because we're gonna show the game at the other channel. And in advance, I'm gonna say, listen, here's the link. Y'all come on over. I don't want you guys to disappear. And then even after the game or we do a post game, I don't want to see y'all disappear. Because y'all going to be there for that North Dakota State game. And y'all know that. Y'all going to be all over that game. So the second game, we taking one game at a time. But the second game, I want to see y'all there. You two, well, Firefly, I already know you're going to be there. I'm talking about these other two here. Brasker Rascal, Husker Joe, Mike, and what's the other one? I'm missing one. I need to see y'all there. Get your coffee because it's going to be a late game. What time that game start, Mike? I forget what time the game start. But listen, get your popcorn ready because I'm going to have jokes. Don't y'all get offended. Okay? Nobody getting offended. Okay? By halftime, you know I'm going to be bumping my gums by halftime. Get prepared for it. Get prepared for it. Firefly already knows. I'm a professional gum bumper. Listen, by halftime, Shador is going to be going wild. Let me. All right, look. Let me explain to you what's going to happen. Do you know this kid thrives in a hostile environment? Do y'all know that? You got to go do your research. Go back to Jackson State when they went and played Eddie George and them. Go and look at that game. I think they almost lost that game, but I think they won. They won that game. And then it was another hostile environment where they walked in the front door. I forget what game that was. They walked in through the entrance. That was a hostile environment. He thrived in that one. Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, Max is 90,000 fans. I understand that. I understand. See, I'm answering all your questions right now. I know it's going to be 90,000 fans, right? But ain't no big deal. Ain't going to be no big deal. And he going to go crazy on y'all. All right? Okay, the game is at 6:30 Central Time. Get your Braska Rascal, get your popcorn ready. 7 p.m. Central Time. Under the here he is under the big lights of the Sea of Red NBC prime time. Mike, all right, I need you there. I need you there. You said I knew you were gonna say that under the Sea of Red NBC prime. That's right. It's gonna be MC10. But look what you said though. Prime time. Remember you said that. Prime. And don't y'all give it to me, man. Because look, I'm the only one. So the trash talking is allowed. But I don't want to hear it after the game now when they interviewing Shador. So, Shador, what happened? Shador, what happened? It's just legendary. It's just, he like this. It's just legendary, man. It's just legendary. But, Shador, they took you out at the end of the third quarter and let Staub get in. Yeah, man, they let Staub get in. This game was out of reach for the other team. And, we put Staub in. You know how he talk real cool? We put Staub in, and, I really didn't want to stay in for real, because we already had the game. The game was out of reach at that point. We don't want to embarrass anybody, even though it's a rivalry game. We went Brady mode on them. It's just what it is. It's for nothing, that's just what we do. That's just what we do, man. But I went Brady mode again, had my jury back on by fourth quarter. Staub did his thing. Staub threw for 2 touchdowns, like that. Jimmy went crazy. See, the press conference is going to be everything, but Shador, it was a hostile environment. How did you feel like in this hostile environment, Shador? How would Brady have felt, man? I just went back to Brady mode. Like, I didn't hear the crowd, I didn't hear the crowd, man. So that's what it is right there. You said, Max, can you mod and us Huskers will hold the panel? You said, Max, can you mod and us Huskers will hold the panel? Oh, Lord. If y'all gonna come on the panel, what you mean if y'all win? Oh, man, I wouldn't hear the last of it. I would just have to be silent at that point. But you know what? That ain't gonna happen, Firefly. I see what you're saying. That ain't gonna happen. So what's gonna happen is, I told y'all how to set up. Like, Shador, man, you threw for over 500 yards. You had a big day. You had a Heisman day. I just had a regular day. We just implemented the plan, and that's pretty much what it was. Yeah, but Shador, 500 yards, like, yeah, for sure. It's just all relative to how we practice. This was just practice today. I'm like, damn, Shador, really sure it was just practice? Hold up, where's my mic? So Shador, it was just practice, Shador? Yeah, it was just practice. It's nothing but practice. You said the freshman QB is better than Husker. He hasn't proven himself yet. Husker. He hasn't proved. Ken said, "Now I'm trolling." They know I'm trolling. They know I be. I could dish it out. It's gonna be Brady mode, man. I'm telling y'all. He gonna mess around and throw for 500 on y'all. I'm just telling you that. It's gonna be sick. Okay. Y'all seen the wide receiver room. Y'all know them DBs gonna have a hell on their time. Who's y'all star DB, man? Because I ain't do no research yet. But don't even worry about it. You don't gotta answer the question. I'm telling you. You said ask Georgia which one they would rather. They were recruiting Shador out of high school and Alabama. Okay? He was being recruited by all these schools, man. It's just y'all don't do your research, man. You said, yeah, Georgia won with a 25-year-old quarterback, man. They over there cheating, man. They won the national title. He was damn near 30 years old, man. You said Max be acting 50-50. Max be acting 50. What does that mean? Max be acting 50-50. Damn, Patrick. He just came out with it. He was like, Max be acting 50-50. You said we're going to storm the panel and sit down at Husker Joe. We would call a game. Hey, well, during the game, I just kind of like to let the game run. I don't like to talk over it because some people just want to see the game. But at halftime, I'll be talking at halftime. But then when the games start back, then I won't say anything. Occasionally, I'll say something at a commercial break. And then post-game, we'll go live like that. But yeah, normally people don't want me talking over the game. But Husker, remember I said it, man. I'll be back. It's going down. And it's going down. It's going down. And I want you... Listen, first game is almost here, man. That's crazy. Because I was looking at the schedule. They really only have a few weeks left. That's it. And it's showtime. So, I don't know, man. I have to look at what Nebraska looking at over there in their practice. That freshman look like he going to be up to the task. We'll see. You said watch Chidozie tape against the double teams from Texas. I've seen the tape. I've seen it. I've seen the Chidozie breakdown. And he's on our squad, so I see it. I saw the breakdown. I'm ready to go. Going quarterback hunting this year. They going quarterback hunting. Make no mistakes about it. That quarterback from Nebraska, he gonna be running for his life. You hear what I'm saying, Mike? He gonna be running for his life. They coming for him. Remember I said it. You too, Firefly. Remember I said it. You said, can you put a calendar somewhere? Maybe Discord. Oh, Firefly, you're gonna know. Oh, you're gonna know. You're gonna know because I'm gonna be plastering all over the place. But you talking about where to see the game? Yeah. I usually put on the community wall and then I go live Before the game start, I go live before the game start, Firefly. And then tell people to come over to watch the game. That's how we do it. We usually get a few people in there, not much, to watch the game. So, no, we doing all the games. Yep, that's how we doing it. So, you said Shiloh's the biggest trash talk on the team. Well, he sure can back it up. He led the team in tackles. So let him talk all he want. Some players like to talk, get them riled up. But hey, man, he led the team in tackles, fam. He got a high PFF grade too, man. So, as they say, the proof is in the pudding, man. There's nothing you can say. And he created some turnovers with his hits, and he got the interception. How many sacks this year for number 2? I don't even want to go there. Slap. I would say they would cut it down to less than half of last year. They should be fine. Or even less. Nah, 40 is too much. 40 is too much. But wait and see that the team is complete, running game, everything. They know what they're doing, man. Look, they got Shermer there. Wasn't he in the NFL? He coached the Giants, didn't he? He was a head coach with the New York Giants. They know what they're doing, man. So I ain't worried about that. I just wanted to see some football. How about that? It's going to be entertaining the whole season, man. That's what I'm enjoying. A good competitive game. That's it. And we go from there. How many sacks in the Nebraska game? Oh, that for Colorado? Their D-line? I mean, at least 2. At least 2.5. At least 2. But I'm not betting on that, though. I don't know if they have that on there. I'm calling for at least 2.5. You talking about for Shador? I don't know. I haven't looked at their team yet. Like, did they lose a lot of people? Or did they pretty much bring everybody back? I think they lost a few people on that D-line. I'm not seeing how their D-line is looking, though, but I don't know. But I know Colorado D-line, they're going to get busy this year. Definitely is. You can see it already in practice. They're definitely going to get busy, man. Which will help out the secondary. Definitely. Shilo shouldn't be getting that many tackles this year. He going to get his fair share of tackles, but not like that. So... Oh, you saw. Okay, so Nebraska sacks on street. I gotta look at their. I gotta do some research on their defensive line. Are their defensive line pretty good? Oh, actually, they said their defense is what ranked number. They have a top 5 ranked defense, huh? Something like that. Yeah, I heard their defense is ranked pretty high. That's why they have them at a 5.5. They got CU as the 5.5 underdog. Oh, you want to take bets, Firefly? Yeah, they're in the top 15, right? In the nation, so I don't know. We'll see. So, what were they last year? Were they the top 15 in the nation last year? Like, what changed from last year to this year? Oh, they ranked 8th in preseason? I don't know, man. I know that their defense is ranked pretty high, so we're going to see. That's going to be a test. I put it that way for the offensive line for CU. That should be a nice litmus test on how the rest of the season going to go. So if their defense is like that, if they rank number 8th in preseason, so we'll see. But that'll be a good test right there. But Shador has a lot of weapons, though, so you have to take that into consideration. And he loves to spread the ball around. So he don't just hit one target. He likes to spread it around. So, but he will throw a deep pass now. If Shador and them are open, Travis and them are open, he will do it. So I already know. Like, I've been watching him since Jackson State. I already know how he give it up. So it's not a big deal. He can throw that ball. So says to run heavy count. They can have a running game. But them receivers are deadly, though. Them some assassins on that team, man. Listen, let me just paint the picture for you, man, before I get off. You got Travis lined up. What are you going to do with that? And then you got Horn lined up. You got Wester lined up, all out there together. How are you going to handle that? How are you going to handle that situation? Because now you keyed in on Travis. Now Jimmy and them is open. So, yeah, you got to be careful. It's a dangerous offense they got. I call it high octane. It's a high octane offense. And then they, so we'll see. I would suspect that Nebraska is going to be throwing different types of blitzes at them. They're going to be trying to conceal their blitz, different things like that. You're gonna see a blitz fest. They're gonna try to blitz, pretty sure of it. But the run game should keep them pretty honest from coming after Shador. So, but I mean, he has a lot of weapons at his disposal. So, yeah, I think that's. I've already did the simulation, and Nebraska won. Colorado won that. Yeah, the run game too. They're gonna have that going. I know the freshman quarterback. I looked at a lot of his high school stuff and his abilities and stuff. On paper, he looks good. And it looks like he's a starter. Raiola. It looks like he's a starter. So he has the assignment. So it's definitely going to be in his hands, I think, come that game. You said make them respect the run game, right? You said Nebraska, who you have beating CU. And he definitely got Nebraska beating CU. Who else do we have? I don't know. I just don't see him losing that game. I know it's a hostile environment. I just don't see him losing that. They got too many weapons going on. And they improved last year in their pass protection. So I think the pass protection is going to be, they're going to be up for the task this year. So it should be all right. He don't need that much time to get the ball out of his hands, not with these receivers. Yeah, they don't care about the rest. They just worried about that rivalry game. I don't know, El Hombre. I think they gonna run too. But anyway, guys, let me get out of here. I gotta get up early, man. But I'll catch you guys next time. For those that's on my other channel, hit me up on that other channel. I'm about to go live. I gotta tell you what happened this weekend. It was a crazy freaking weekend, yo. I'm talking about story movie book crazy. Like, I'm still in shock over this one incident that happened. But Shilo is fake news. So Shilo said it's fake news. We know it's fake news, Shilo. We know. You know, but I just have to come on and give it to him. I just have to come on and give it to him. But Shilo, they got you out there slapping. Well, hold up. We got to roast Shilo since he's here. Shilo, they got you smacking people, man. That's crazy. They got Shilo, the smacker. I got to come up with a nickname, not the smacker. But that's Athlon Sports, man. What can you do? What else they gonna come up with? But yeah, we covered that earlier, Shilo. I don't know if you heard it. We covered it earlier. I pretty much said it was nonsense. Yeah, they talking crazy, Ken. But that's what it is. They take the good with the bad. That's just what it is. They got the biggest platform. People are gonna talk. So they're gonna talk, man. But yeah, man, I had a hell of a. But guys, Shilo dropped in, folks. You see him right there. Shout out to him. He getting ready for the season. This is his last season, and he's off to the league and all that. We'll follow him over there. That's a young Steve Atwater right there. Let me see. It was funny, right, Slab? Yeah. But yeah, guys, if you come over to the other channel, I gotta tell you about this thing that happened. It involved a family member, y'all. I'm still in shock, but I'll tell y'all in a minute. I ain't gonna go stay live for that long. I can't. It's like I'm so in shock. I haven't slept yet. That's how much in shock I am. But it was crazy. But I'll catch you over there soon. But guys, thank you for joining. Yeah, that's Shilo, El Hombre. But I will catch you guys on the next one. And yeah, y'all be good, man. Y'all be up. I see y'all on the next one, on the next live. But all right, y'all. Thanks for